The following podcast is inspired by the book, How to Live a Great Life. These podcasts are designed to give you some perspectives that will help improve the quality of your life. Relationships. My life has had many ups and downs, but through it all, the quality of my relationships has been key to any happiness I have obtained. Would it be fair to say that the same is true for you? It occurs to me that in some ways, a relationship is like a plant. It needs sunlight, nourishment, joy, and a sense of optimism to make it flourish. However, unlike a plant, it does not benefit at all from having fertilizer dumped on it. Relationships are not one-dimensional. We can be sailing along thinking everything is under control when rain clouds suddenly appear. Having the right perspective can be essential to weathering any storm. Here's a true story that illustrates that point. A friend of mine had been happily married for about 7 years when his wife blurted out that she was getting tired of all the compromising that was necessary in a relationship. My friend was quite taken aback. His wife had never mentioned anything like this before. He hesitated to gather his thoughts. Then he said he was sorry that she was feeling that way. Then he asked if she could give him some examples of times when she felt she had needed to compromise. The lady spoke emotionally and described in some detail several situations where she felt she had been required to compromise. My friend listened carefully. Then he thanked her for all those times that she had considered his needs. He asked if she would like to hear about times that he had done something for her. She said yes. He then described several times when he had considered her needs. He went on to say, when I did those things for you, I considered them as cooperating, not compromising. She paused, then said, "What's the difference between cooperating and compromising?" He went on to say, "The act is the same. It's only how you feel when you are doing it that is different. When I did those things for you, I felt like I was giving you a gift. In my eyes, that gift was more valuable than anything I could buy you for Christmas or Valentine's." She thought for a moment, then said, "Thank you. That really helps me." This couple has demonstrated how easily conflict or unhappiness can arise in a relationship. But they have also demonstrated how a generous approach can enrich a relationship. I would like to point out that they treated each other with respect. The quality of our relationships often depends on the respect that we bring to that relationship. This is true of all relationships, not just with a significant other. We have relationships at work, with family, friends, and others that can all benefit from a more generous point of view. We all have days where we are irritated or stressed. We also meet people who may be having a bad day or perhaps treat us generally without the respect we deserve. But none of this prevents us from treating everyone with respect and thereby enriching all of our relationships. Here is what it comes down to. Do you choose to bring sunlight, optimism, and generosity to your relationships? Or do you want to take the fertilizer route? These podcasts are an introduction to the soon-to-be-published book, How to Live a Great Life. The promise of the book is to give you information and tools that will help you to reduce stress and increase joy in your life. To get updates on the launch date for the book, as well as information on future podcasts, please click the link Great Life in the show notes of this episode. Enter your email and you will be kept up to date. If you are listening using the Apple Podcast app, the show notes can be found by pressing on Detail. Then scroll down the show notes to find the Great Life link. This is Bill Rabo reminding you that your thoughts create your reality. So think positive thoughts.